Here's hoping this goes well. Hello.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to another stream. A stream of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, so... Okay. Is everybody able to see me and hear me just fine? I will say this, like, YouTube Studio just, like, updated their interface. And so... Yeah, like, YouTube just updated their interface. So it's, like, a little bit different now. And for some reason, yeah, like, I guess I can, like, multi-stream in terms of being, like, widescreen and mobile. But I guess the problem there is that, you know... I guess the problem there is that, you know... Like, it auto-centers me, but however, it's not really centering me. Which is strange. So I don't know how to fix that. But yeah, how are we doing, everybody? How's everyone doing? Okay, let me just... Maybe I could just try moving back over here a bit. But I don't know if that's gonna help. But, yeah, everyone. Okay, let's see. Hello. Have you seen Jay Kelly? Yes, I have seen Jay Kelly. Not gonna lie, it's kind of mid. I mean, like, the performances are great. But, like... Yeah, I'm not surprised why, you know, Venice didn't really like it that much, and why, apparently, like, when you look on, like, if you have the Letterboxd Extras Chrome extension, go to the Letterboxd for Jay Kelly, and you'll see that, like, the IMDb score for Jay Kelly is not that good. When you look at all audience ratings for Rotten Tomatoes, not just like the verified ones, but because those are the ones where they're at the theater. When you click all, that's the one where you see like how people are viewing or how people are thinking about Jay Kelly when they got home and watched it on Netflix. It's like last time I checked, it was like at a 58%. And the Metacritic score, like the Metacritic audience score, terrible. Like, I think we have found our award season villain. I think Jay Kelly could be our award season villain. Like, whether or not that gets into Best Picture, I don't know, but people don't seem to like that. Hello, Easty VR. Watch Jay Kelly Friday and then again on Saturday. Oh, wow. Just took out Wicked for Good out of picture, musical, or comedy. Oh, for the Globes. Yeah. Yeah, sure... Wicked for Good did get into Best Picture at the Critics' Choice Awards, but however, Cynthia Erivo missing was devastating. Like, think about it. At the Critics' Choice Awards last year, they nominated Wicked for Good for Adapted Screenplay, gave the film Best Director, and nominated Cynthia Erivo for Best Actress. Didn't get nominated for any of those. What this is telling me, this is The Color Purple. Like it's what this is telling me is that Wicked is the color purple. Wicked for Good is the color purple because there's no reason why why the Critics' Choice Awards, who gave it Best Picture, still did not nominate Cynthia Erivo. Like, that was a bad showing. I've now seen Sentimental Value 5 stars, Blue Moon 4 stars, and Jay Kelly 3 stars, but probably higher on rewatch. Okay, alrighty. Does Late Fame have a distributor? I have no idea. Good morning. For me, it's like 4 in the afternoon, but, probably time zones. Hello. When are Golden Globe nominations announced? I think sometime tomorrow morning. I don't know exactly when, but, it is gonna be early enough to where I'm gonna try to record a reaction video and bring that, and, like, try to edit that for you guys. Good afternoon. Hello. I have Lee Byung-hun winning actor, musical, or comedy. I don't know if that's happening because the problem is he's going up against Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothée Chalamet, who are way more likely to take the Oscar than he is. So I don't know about that. Just for starters, I'm predicting Secret Agent in 6 categories: drama, film, lead actor, supporting actress for Tanya Maria, director, screenplay, and foreign film. I don't know if I want to go that far, but I do have some changes I do want to announce. the sad thing about Wicked for Good is that Cynthia Erivo is stronger in this one. Yep, and it doesn't matter if she's stronger. The fact that the movie is weaker is like, ooh. I've seen Accident. I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Better than Frankenstein, Train Dreams. Worse than Sinners, Sentimental Value. Wow. Wicked for Good is not dead. It is. It's looking pretty dead, right? Or at the very least, you have to say it's on life support, because you can't say that its Critics' Choice showing was anything but not good. Like, again, it got into Best Picture, yes, but Erivo missing was devastating. You cannot say that that was a good thing for that to happen for the film. I have Rose Byrne winning Comedy Musical Actress. See, I don't think so. I don't think Rose Byrne is winning. I think it's either going to be Emma Stone or Amanda Seyfried. But the problem, and I think whoever wins is going to tell us who is good, which film could be in Best Picture more between those two. Because if Amanda Seyfried wins lead actress comedy musical at the Golden Globes, I think that really boosts up the Testament of Anne Lee's chances. I really do think that that boosts the film's chances. It was just an accident is overrated. If it wins director or screenplay, it's just because of Panahi's narrative. No, it's just because people really like that. It's not because of just the narrative. I mean, look, I didn't like Sean Baker's win for Honora, but like clearly people really did like the movie. And yeah, there was a narrative going on there, but the narrative doesn't really work unless people really love the movie, and people really love Panahi's work in that film. So, like, you can't say it's just a narrative. That's a little bit disingenuous to what not only to what Panahi did, but how people actually feel about the film itself. Have you seen Sentimental Value? If so, what are your thoughts? It's currently tied with One Battle After Another for my favorite movie of the year. I think I liked Sentimental Value. I don't love it. I think the performances are really, really good, but like, you know, like it's just a solid film. It's good. Hello, ZJ13 Goat. Could Benicio del Toro win? Well, I have him predicted to win right now, so yeah. I mean, he's cleaning up these Critics Awards. It's crazy. Billy Crudup, Adam Sandler, and Jay Kelly. Easily Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler has way more to do and has a way more impressive performance. Here, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't really care for Jay Kelly all that much, but I really do hope. But I would not mind if Adam Sandler got a supporting actor nomination for that. Like, he did a very good job in the film. Like, I could see how some people would maybe at first think he's playing the character one note, but to me, he kind of feels like he's playing the character like he's just like trying to put on a supportive, you know, trying to put on a supportive, you know, facade, but in reality, he's just growing more tired of what Jay Kelly's doing. And you can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his like lack of a reaction to everything. It's like, it's a very layered performance, and I really dug that about him. What was your favorite performance in Sentimental Value? I'm not gonna lie, like Elle Fanning really did impress me in the film. I mean, don't get me wrong, Renate Reinsva was great. Inga Ibsdottir Lilius was very good, and there was also, you know, Stellan Skarsgård. He was really good, but I don't know, something about the way Elle Fanning really did play the role, I was really impressed by. But then again, there is also Renate Reinsva. She very much impressed me as well. So it's one of those two. Did you think Lily Gladstone or Emma Stone would win? I thought Lily Gladstone would win, but yeah. Have you seen Jay Kelly? I really liked it. I have seen Jay Kelly. Again, I thought it was kind of mid. I didn't really care for the film that much. I don't know. There's something about the character of Jay Kelly himself that's just like, I don't connect with him whatsoever, and it's like, and I don't really understand really. Like, I don't know. I feel like his problems are just not really interesting to me. And so, yeah. If Rose Byrne won musical comedy actress and Legs was nominated for musical comedy, do you think it could be a new Best Picture contender? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I would definitely take that seriously as a contender. I don't know if she I think if that were to happen, I think that would just be even worse for, like, The Testament of Ann Lee. Which, again, I still do think there's life in The Testament of Ann Lee. Like, there are films that do better with, like, Globes and BAFTA that don't really do as well with Guilds and Critics' Choice. Now, granted, we're not going to really rely on BAFTA this year because their nominations come out after the Oscars. So, what we really have to go on for The Testament of Ann Lee are, it's, Golden Globes, it's Golden Globes presence and the BAFTA long list presence. And I feel like The Testament of Ann Lee could probably pull that off. Can Rental Family get a nom? No, I don't think so. I think Rental Family might be kind of done. I will say, guys, I want to see not only see how many, like, super chats we could get, or even any gifted memberships we could get, because in case you don't know, we have memberships open for $2 a month. You get members only badges, emojis, members only videos, which I'm going to be filming a couple of those after I do this stream. Members, shout outs at the end of my videos, and, hold on a second. And access to my members only Discord server. So please consider becoming a member. It really means a lot, and it really does help the channel. But I also really do want to try to push the Ko-Fi today. I want to see if we can maybe hit $20 on the Ko-Fi, because we're still trying to get, we're a little bit short on rent. So if anyone's able to give just a little bit, it'll be that'll be wonderful. I think it would just 5, 10, 15. Yeah, just 4 people maybe donating $5 to the Ko-Fi. That would be very much appreciated. So yeah, if you're able to do that, just go to ko-fi.com/ChristianHannah. There should be a link in the description. And so yeah. Yeah, Los Angeles film critics are announcing their votes as we speak. I'm probably not going to talk too much about the Los Angeles film critics right now, because I try to do those videos for the members, for the channel members. But yeah, it upset me that Sentimental Value can't compete for foreign film and Critics' Choice. Could that hurt its momentum in terms of its possible win chances in international at other awards ceremonies? I don't think so, because it's coming first, but also to be fair, I kind of already think It Was Just an Accident is probably is number 1 to win international feature. I think it's probably already number 1. Oh, I didn't know you saw what Sentimental Value. What'd you think? I did say it earlier, but I thought Sentimental Value was good. I didn't love it. It wasn't that amazing. I didn't think it was one of the best movies of the year, but very strong performances, and it was interesting enough. But it's not one of the best movies of the year. What movie do you think is going to be overshadowed in award season? Depends on your definition of overshadowed, because in my opinion, Sinners should be winning Best Picture and Best Director and the likes of that, but that's probably not going to happen. So if there's but it's obviously going to get nominated for Best Picture. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I guess, I don't know, I think Superman should maybe be a little bit further in the conversation, but I know, Oscar Twitter is not gonna like me saying Superman, but, Is there a possibility for No Other Choice to get snubbed? For Best Picture? I mean, sure. For international feature? No way. There's no way it misses international feature. Absolutely not. Have you seen Hamnet? No, I have not seen Hamnet. Who's your most likely going to be our surprise tomorrow morning in the acting categories? Oh, I will say we could probably talk a little bit about, the Golden Globes, because I did make a few changes. Like, for example, last night, I'm taking a risk. I am taking a risk. I am saying Frankenstein gets snubbed so that both Train Dreams and Secret Agent get in. Because looking at where Train Dreams is headed, it's like, it's doing very well right now. It's doing a lot better early on than I thought it would. And I don't think it's going to have the same issues that Sing Sing had. And the reason why I mentioned Sing Sing is because it's from, you know, it's directed by one of the writers of Sing Sing, and the director of Sing Sing is also one of the co-writers of this film. Train Dreams is doing very well, but at the same time, the Secret Agent, I mean, Wagner Moura is already kind of locked up to win Best Lead Actor in a Drama at the Globes, so why can't the Secret Agent just get into Best Picture Drama? Not to mention that when you look at the average Letterboxd scores for members of the Golden Globes, the Secret Agent is like one of their highest rated films. Like, the Golden Globes voters absolutely love this film. Oh, well, thank you for the $5, Leo. As a representative of the Cast Online family, I cast a vote that if one battle after another misses Best Picture at the Oscars, we all shave our heads. Sure. But yeah. Oh, hold on, let me just, Ooh, let me try to... Okay, I'm gonna put in the super chat goal. I'm gonna put in the super chat goal. You know, the usual like 10. Even though we already did get 1. Thank you, Leo. But like I said, guys, when it comes to, so yeah, like I said, I do want to try to get some money going around. And if you want to do super chats or if you want to gift memberships, that's perfectly fine. If you want to help us a little bit more directly, so that we can get rent and stuff. Again, we're trying to raise around like $20. There's the Ko-Fi. That's going to be a little bit more immediate in terms of you know, finances, and that will help us a little bit more directly. So if you are able to use Ko-Fi, go ahead and do that. But if you can't and you just need to do either super chats or memberships, I'm not going to complain about that. So, yeah. But like I said, Secret Agent is doing so well. Again, when you look at the Golden Globes voters, they really, really love the Secret Agent, and I'm really thinking it could get into Best Picture Drama. I've added K-pop, Demon Hunters, and Surat to sound. Ooh. Train Dreams is definitely getting into picture. Wow, if Secret Agent misses Drama Picture for Frankenstein, the entire country of Brazil will declare war on Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. I don't, like, that's kind of, admittedly, I do, this is what I'm talking about. It's is there a chance that, you know, that Frankenstein is vulnerable in some aspect? I mean, we'll have to see. Sinners could just take Drama. I don't see why not. I think sadly the ship has sailed for Sinners winning any like Best Picture prizes, major ones, and I don't think the Golden Globes would be the ones to turn the tide. Have you seen Sydney Sweeney's response? I have not. I feel like Weapons could overperform in the Globes as if to say it's only getting 2 noms. I mean, like, well, one of those awards is the silly box office award, and like, it's obviously going to get that. But I will say, I am kind of looking up for Amy Madigan. That's another film I just saw. I just saw Weapons. Again, I really loved Weapons. I think Weapons was great. But, however, you know, I'm still not convinced that she's going to get nominated. She deserves it. I think she deserves the nomination. So don't get me twisted, she deserves it. And I would not be upset even if she won. But the problem, again, is that this is just not the kind of film the Oscars go for. It's just not. That's the problem. It's just not the kind of Oscars film that the Academy goes for. Like, Toni Collette in Hereditary didn't get nominated here. Lupita Nyong'o in Us didn't get nominated here. And Weapons doesn't really seem to have like any kind of like big social commentary or whatever. It's just kind of like a very, very good horror movie. I just don't think she's gonna get nominated again. And this is despite the fact that I think she does deserve it. So yeah. I think Surat could surprise. It seems like something they'd do for shock. I mean, if Surat got in for drama, that would be shocking. I have two hot takes in drama for drama actress. Garner and it was just an accident actress. Ooh, I will say, I don't know whether I don't know whether the accident actress. I know in the Oscars she's being campaigned and supporting, but I don't know if in the Globes she's in supporting or if she's in drama actress. I don't know. I've heard conflicting stories. Have you ever rewatched a movie and it got better on a second watch? Is it possible for one battle after another to get better for you on a second watch? When's the last time a movie got way better on the second watch for you? I can't really remember. I mean, I know one time it happened was Mank, but I didn't even really hate Mank. I was to be fair, I don't hate one battle after another. But I think the other problem but the thing is with that whole thing, like, oh, maybe I just didn't like it the first time. Maybe I'll like it again the second time. I was interested. Something drew me to going back and watching Mank again. Whereas with one battle after another, I'm not really rushing to go see it again. And so, like, there has to be, like, an inherent interest for me to revisit it. And I don't really feel that with one battle after another. Jay Kelly got better on a rewatch, 2.5 stars to 3.5 stars. I, too, don't understand the love for one battle after another. Yeah. The thing is that Frankenstein and the Globes has a really low nomination roof since they virtually have no technical categories. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I do agree with that, actually. Like, there's not really, like, with The Secret Agent, I mean, you can nominate this for picture drama, you can nominate foreign language film, and you can nominate it for obviously, you have Wagner Moura for lead actor. That's easily doable. Even Train Dreams has a pretty good haul. Picture drama, lead actor, and song. That's a pretty good thing. With Frankenstein, I don't think Del Toro's getting in. And to be honest, like, sure. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me look at this here. Because while I do have Jacob Elordi in supporting actor, I'm not really confident in this at the Globes. I don't, like, something's telling me that Jacob Elordi's not going to get nominated here, but I don't know who to replace him with because the competition is non-existent. There's, like, zero competition. I mean, the one I could maybe look at, because, like, the Sinners guys, you know, these two, Miles Caton and Delroy Lindo, like, I feel like they would be more likely at the Critics' Choice Awards. But, like, Delroy Lindo didn't get nominated for supporting actor there. Even though, like, that seems like something that they would do. And so if the Critics' Choice Awards aren't going to nominate these two, why would the Golden Globes? I don't think that's happening. But again, look at this. There's no competition. The only maybe possibility I could see is William H. Macy for Train Dreams. But if that were to happen, oh my god. Like, Train Dreams would have an amazing day. Like, that would be an insane haul for it over there. Final Destination Bloodlines in box office feels similar to Alien Romulus or Beetlejuice's nomination for this category, one of which is Warner Brothers. Here's the problem, though. Alien Romulus and Beetlejuice aren't just, like, little horror movies. They also are, like, very, very, like, classic franchises that are, like, very beloved and stuff. Like, the first Alien, I mean, keep in mind, like Alien and Aliens were classics back in the day. And Beetlejuice, obviously, yeah, that's like a big classic as well that everybody goes back and loves. Final Destination's not really as yeah, the newest film is very well received, but the franchise as a whole is not really as remembered as fondly as something like Alien or Beetlejuice. It just seems like a very like random film for them to go for. Who do you think ends up winning the bidding war for the Oscars broadcast deal? NBC Universal or YouTube? YouTube would be the best option. I do kind of hope it'd be YouTube, because, I mean, that would definitely make it easier on my part. If I'm not mistaken, aren't the Oscars this year still airing on ABC? To my knowledge, I think they're still on ABC this year. Not enough screen time for William H. Macy. I mean, I don't think screen time in the grand scheme of things totally matters in this category anymore. Or really just ever. Because, like, you know, look at Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. Like, she didn't have a lot of screen time. What are your feelings about Tiana Taylor? I mean, I think she was good in one battle after another. Admittedly, I just don't really sense the passion for her, because she didn't really leave that big of an impact on me in the film. And it's not really her fault. Like, she was just great. I know, she was very good in the film, but it's just the character didn't really have a whole lot of stuff to do in terms of but it's tough. Yeah, I believe the Oscars are on ABC this year. Okay, so I'm wondering if this is like the last year they're on ABC, at least with the current contract. The Oscars would be best free on YouTube with the ability for people to stream them. Possibly, maybe. Will you take The Long Walk out of casting if it misses the BAFTA long list? I don't know, because the thing is, there are movies that miss the long list at BAFTA, even in the tech categories, that can still get in at the Oscars. Like, you know, what was it? Like Godzilla -1 missed the that film missed the BAFTA shortlist for best visual effects, and that literally won the Oscar. You know, what was it? I'm trying to think of another one. There was a few others. Like, oh yeah, King Richard. That didn't make the editing long list at BAFTA, and yet, you know, that ended up not only getting nominated for the Oscar, but ended up winning the Eddie Award for drama film editing. So I don't know. It's kind of it's weird. Have you seen Weapons or Wicked for Good? I have not seen Wicked for Good, but I have seen Weapons. What's one battle after another performance do you like the most? I'm kind of curious. I'm probably the I guess maybe Benicio del Toro did stand out to me the most, although there is also Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's just as good as always, and also Chase Infinity was also very, very good as well. So it's like, it's one of those three. That movie was robbed of so many nominations, referring to Godzilla. Yeah, I wouldn't give Godzilla -1 best visual effects, because it just did not have the best visual effects that year. The creator had the best effects. It was so obvious. But, however, I would have nominated Godzilla -1 for Best Picture. I wouldn't mind if it got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Sound editing or mixing, or I guess just sound, that would have been a fine nomination. As an international viewer, I would love that it would be streamed on YouTube. And also, not to mention that, but hey, you could send in super chats to the Oscars. Which you could also do right now. Or even better, right now you could send some support to Ko-Fi. Because we really need that. We really need some Ko-Fi money. Superman is probably getting robbed of many nominations, especially production design. Yeah, I would not mind a production design nomination. I mean, I don't know if I would nominate it for production design, but it was it was a very sleek looking film. But hey, even if it gets visual effects, that's pretty good for it, considering, you know, DC Universe movies tend to do pretty horribly in the visual effects race. Even when it's just weird. Like, remember when James Gunn's, like, The Suicide Squad got, like, was just not in the shortlist for visual effects? It's like, what? Why? Like, you can't even blame the whole, oh, well, they just didn't like the movie, because it's like, no, everyone loved The Suicide Squad. They just didn't shortlist it for visual effects. And it's like, what? Or even back in 2013 when Man of Steel didn't even get shortlisted. It's like, really? You couldn't shortlist Man of Steel for visual effects? Like you could have squeezed something out in favor of that. Like, I don't know, for me at least, I would have taken out Oblivion. I'd probably take out Oblivion in favor of, Man of Steel. Live chatting during the Oscars would be chaotic. Yeah. James Gunn's Suicide Squad is my favorite movie of the superhero movie of the 2020 decade so far. For me, that is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Could Rose Byrne upset at the Golden Globes for the win? Like, I'm not gonna say hard no, but I'd be very shocked if that happened. I think the race is definitely between Amanda Seyfried and Emma Stone. I can't because I'm a minor. Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Like, if you're a minor, don't send money. Don't only send money if you're a legal adult. Okay, don't like obviously don't send money if you're a kid. Don't do that. No. But if you are an adult, well then, go to ko-fi.com/Christian Hannah to support us. We need about $20 to help complete rent. So yeah. I'm a minor. Well, then, like, go into the mines and get me some gold so I can pay rent. Did they shortlist the Batman in visual effects? They did, and they nominated the Batman for visual effects, but that's not really a DC Universe film or a DC EU film. That was like an Elseworlds thing, so I guess that doesn't really count. But when you look at the DC EU, like, they pretty much did not shortlist any of the movies for visual effects. I mean, the only one they did was Birds of Prey, but that was the COVID year. You have to put an asterisk beside that because that year was just devoid of any competition. So I'm not gonna, we're not gonna take Birds of Prey seriously there. So you need 6 or 7 people to donate $3. I hate you. I hate you, CG13 Goat. God, man. I think it's been 6 or 7 days since the last 6-7 joke. Ah! Oh my god. Ann Lee needs to do great at the Globes if it wants to get a lot of nominations at the Oscars. Yes. Like, I will say, if the Testament of Ann Lee does not get nominated and somehow Wicked for Good does manage to get in, well then you can probably kiss Ann Lee goodbye, because then it's going to have no real support going into the Oscars, because no BAFTA. There's not going to be any BAFTA. Which year is more competitive, 2024 or 2025. It depends on what you're talking about. Are you talking about like Best Picture in general? If we're talking about Best Picture, then probably maybe this year. Because with this year, there's like a good handful of films. Whereas last year was like maybe kind of like, like a couple of films trying to squeeze in. But yeah, hold on. What if Chase Infinity wins the Globe? Oh, well then One Battle After Another is way stronger than we thought. If even she could win, if even she can win the Comedy Musical Actress Globe. What are your thoughts on ScarJo joining the Batman Part 2? Any guesses at who she could be playing? Emma Stone reportedly declined the role. See, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen there. Because, yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Ann Lee is honestly dead in the water. You can't say Ann Lee's dead in the water. No, it's most certainly not dead in the water. Like, yeah, it didn't do that great at the Critics' Choice Awards, but I expected it to not do that great at the Critics' Choice Awards. Like, that's to be expected. Again, this is the kind of film that's supposed to do better at, like, Globes or BAFTA. Granted, we don't have BAFTA nominations, but we have the BAFTA long lists. If it does very well at the BAFTA long lists and gets nominated for Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy at the Golden Globes, and especially if Amanda Seyfried wins lead actress in a musical or comedy, you can't say, like, Ann Lee is dead. It's absolutely not dead. If One Battle After Another gets 6 acting nods, comedy, musical, picture, director, screenplay, and score, it would tie the Globe record for Emilia Perez. I don't think it's going to get 6 acting nominations. Like, what's it? Like, because that would be like Leonardo DiCaprio, Chase Infinity, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, what's her name? Tiana Taylor, and Regina. Regina Hall is just not happening. I don't think Regina Hall is happening because she couldn't even get in at the Globes. No, not the Globes, the Critics' Choice Awards. Like, that sounds like something the Critics' Choice Awards would do, and they didn't. Unless she gets, like, randomly nominated at SAG. If she happens at SAG, okay, what? But I just can't fathom her getting nominated at the Golden Globes. Ann Lee could have a surprise resurgence starting with the Golden Globe. Yeah, I mean, again, it's probably going to live and die by the Golden Globes and the BAFTA long lists, because really there's not much, like, there's not really much else, like, because I don't think the guilds are going to like the Testament of Ann Lee all that much. Like, it's certainly not going to get PGA, no way. So it's kind of tough. Could Mona Festival get director at Globes or BAFTA? They seem to love the Brutalist more than others. That is true. I don't think she's going to get nominated for the Golden Globe the Golden Globe director category, because it's just way too packed. And I don't like, because this is who I have for direct. Hold on, let me look at this. This is who I have for director right now at the Globes. And to be quite honest, if Ann Lee took anyone out here, I'd be shocked. I mean, because, like, your best bet right now with the Golden Globe director category is do the Critics' Choice 6, except swap out Frankenstein with It Was Just an Accident, because they're clearly going to really love the It Was Just an Accident. I just realized I have One Battle After Another for 13 nominations at the Oscars. Oh, I think I have One Battle After Another in for, like, 14 nominations. Yeah, 14. Yeah, that's the thing. One Battle After Another can get 14 nominations even without Regina Hall. Without Regina Hall, the film can get, like, can get 14 nominations. One battle after another is the Oppenheimer of this year. Well, so far it's doing better than Oppenheimer because it won National Board of Review, and Oppenheimer did not do that. Josh Safdie could very well miss for Del Toro. I just don't think the Globes are going to love Frankenstein as much as the Critics' Choice Awards are. I don't think, I don't know. I meant Ella McKay, wrong movie. Wait, Ella McKay, wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? I'm a little bit confused. Oh, you meant to say Ella McKay is basically is honestly dead in the water. Yeah, I don't even think. Yeah, Ella McKay is just not. I don't think Ella McKay's happening. Does Leo and Ingo winning NBR mean anything for the trajectory in the races? I mean, I think they're securely nominated, but I mean, to be honest, National Board of Review isn't always completely accurate with some of their picks. Like, I remember, like, last year, what was it? Nicole Kidman win Best Actress for Baby Girl, and Elle Fanning won Supporting Actress for A Complete Unknown. So, like, Have you done the Ella McKay challenge yet? I don't even know what that is. I mean, Emma Mackey could get a Globe nomination because of how weak the field is. Who would she take out? She would have to take out Cynthia Erivo, and I can't do that right now. I don't know. Cause I don't know if I'm brave enough to do that. I just don't think I'm brave enough to do that. And plus, you already got, like, other actresses. Like Pamela Anderson for The Naked Gun. You got Dakota Johnson for Materialist. I mean, there is Emma Mackey for Ella McKay. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to quite do that yet, but... Remember when you thought Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Ann Lee was nothing? I don't know if I would say, like, they were absolutely nothing, but I did, like, not have them in at one point because I had my doubts. And to be honest, I still have a little bit of doubts over Frankenstein, considering I'm just not sure if the Globe, like, I will say, if Frankenstein still manages to get into Drama Picture at the Globes, then it's absolutely, like, locked in, absolutely. But I do think there is a chance it could be swapped out in favor of Train Dreams and Secret Agent. I think that is possible. Could Sorry Baby get screenplay at Oscars or the Globes? I'm not predicting it, no. Because, like, the Oscars, they really do try to... They usually stick to what's nominated for Best Picture or what's very close to getting nominated for Best Picture. I mean, you know... Yeah, like... And so, yeah. I don't think Sorry Baby's getting a screenplay nomination at the Oscars. And I especially don't think it's happening at the Globes, considering they don't have original and adapted. They just have a Best Screenplay category. And that race is even tighter. So I don't think there's a chance Sorry Baby gets nominated for the Oscar for original screenplay. I don't think so. How many noms? How many noms do you think Wicked could get at the Oscars? I'm not sure. I mean, right now I have... Let me look. At least for the Oscars. Yeah. I have Wicked for Good in for 4 nominations. They are production design, costume design, makeup and hairstyling, and visual effects. Now, why Wicked for Good missed visual effects at the Critics' Choice Awards despite being in Best Picture, I have no idea. That is very weird, but however, this year is still not as competitive for visual effects, and I don't really see anybody complaining about the visual effects in Wicked for Good. I mean, at least, you know, not to the extent they, like, or at least not any more than what they were complaining about in the first film. Which even then, that's like film Twitter talk, so I don't really care what film Twitter thinks about visual effects. So, like, yeah, I really do think, and even then, I think there is a world where, like, Wicked could miss out on production design, because I've not seen the film, but to be honest, I don't know what other new locations they could go to that's, like, stunning production design. So, like, I do feel like there is a chance that it could miss production design. If you could add one category to the Globes, what would it be? Ooh, okay, that's a good question. What category would I add to the Globes if I could? Let's see. What would I do? What would I do? Honestly, like, I kind of like the idea of splitting up the screenplay categories to original and adapted. I do like that. Yeah, because with the Globes, it's mostly kind of surface level, and like, because they don't go into many of the text, and I don't really think I really should be putting in, like, any text unless I'm going to do all of them. So I think what I would do is split up best screenplay into original and adapted. I think that's probably what I would do with the Golden Globes. Gun movie doesn't deserve not. Wait. Oh wait. I remember you. If Sinners wins box office achievement, score, and song, could it also win drama picture? I'm not taking, box office achievement into the consideration and what it could win, and or at least in terms of, like, what it would mean for best picture, because to be honest, that hasn't really worked out for some of these movies. Like Barbie won the box office achievement award, did not get close to winning best picture. And if anything, I feel like the box office achievement award only kind of exists to just, like, go, hey, we don't think you're as good as some of the other movies, so we're just going to give you, like, this, like, participation trophy because you made a lot of money. I think that's unfortunately I feel like that's unfortunately where that's unfortunately what happens. So, like, I don't know. But, like, I feel like I already do think it's taking score and song and a box office achievement anyway. So that's not really, like, what I'm considering. Like, if it wants to win best picture drama, I feel like it would need to win either screenplay or director. That's what it needs, I feel. Zootopia 2 will win box office achievement. I can't really do that. I can't really predict Zootopia 2 to win when Sinners is right there and it's in Best Picture. I mean, literally both years where we've had the award, they gave it to a film that was nominated for one of their Best Picture categories. The first year we had it, there was Barbie, and then the next year it was Wicked. So it's like, I don't really want to put in Zootopia 2 over a film that we know is a Best Picture nominee, so I can't really do that. How about a split in the supporting category similar to The Satellites? I don't like that. It's already kind of weird just doing, like, Best Actor in a Drama, Best Actor in a Comedy Musical at the Globes. It's already kind of weird. I don't think we need to do that for the supporting categories as well. That just means everyone gets nominated, so it's like, eh. They could give it to Wicked for good. If they don't nominate it for Best Picture Musical or Comedy, they're certainly not going to do it. And even then, it's like, again, why can't Sinners just win this award? I think Sinners is probably going to take the award, to be honest. Like I said, guys, like, if you are able to, and obviously if you're an adult, if you can donate to Ko-Fi.com/Christian Hannah. We still need a little bit for rent this month. It's not too much. It's like, $20, or we could even do $15 if that's fine. But yeah, like $15 or $20 to ko-fi.com/Christian Hannah, and like I said, that's only three or four people giving $5. So if you're able to give that much, please consider supporting us there. So yeah, please consider that, because we need it. We need it. By the way, the Critics' Choice have a new rule. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, where they now have a rule where a Best Picture nominee is not eligible for Best Foreign Film. Very random, and especially it's weird that they just apparently did not tell their voters this. It's like, what? Why would they not tell their voters? That's so weird. That's such a weird thing to do. I could see. Oh, there we go. Hey, what have we been talking about? Hello, Stephen Hakimi. We're talking about. We're talking. Oh yeah. Also, we could probably also talk about Critics' Choice nominations as well. We could probably just also do that, because there is a lot to talk about with this. But yeah, we've just been talking about like last minute Globes thoughts and predictions, and we might as well get into the Critics' Choice Awards noms, and have a little take a little gander at this. All right. Huh? No Other Choice missing picture and drama is a really bad sign. Wait, what do you mean drama? What do you mean drama? Oh, director? At the Critics' Choice Awards? No. Look, no. Easy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do not worry. The Critics' Choice Awards already don't like international films when it comes to the Best Picture films. Like, unless it's, like, so very apparent. Like, they didn't nominate All Quiet. They didn't nominate, I'm Still Here. They didn't nominate Drive My Car. They didn't nominate, yada, yada, yada. Like, it's fine. They didn't nominate The Zone of Interest or Anatomy of a Fall. It's like, this is par for the course for No Other Choice. It's fine. And again, the fact that No Other Choice actually got adapted screenplay, like, that's great for it. That's great for the film. Like, the fact that they actually got into adapted screenplay, that's great for it. Like, we're still good. We're still good. Do you think whoever wins Best Actor at Critics' Choice will sweep the rest of the season? I don't know. I would not guarantee that, because, again, there is, like, SAG and BAFTA can always change it around. Like, SAG, like, look out for SAG and BAFTA. Like, always look out for them. I think Del Toro can be this year's Mangold. I don't think that's really... I don't really think that's really the same equivalent at all, because James Mangold had, like, this whole narrative where, like, he had been making movies for, like, a couple decades now, and, he had never really gotten the recognition from the Academy. And here he is, finally getting a director nomination. Guillermo del Toro kind of already did that with The Shape of Water, except he won. And now Del Toro has been, like, nominated for like a ton of Oscars since then. He won Best Picture for The Shape of Water, won Best Director, was nominated for Best Original Screenplay. Then a few years later, he gets nominated for Best Picture for Nightmare Alley. And then the very next year, he wins Best Animated Feature for Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. So it's like, I don't really think he at all has the same narrative that James Mangold had. Day-Lewis seems to not be campaigning for Best Actor. I don't know for sure, but it's like, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but I still think there is a world where Daniel Day-Lewis gets nominated. Because, again, the field is just not that great. And, again, he's Daniel Day-Lewis. He has the clout. So, I don't know. Del Toro could be this year's Edward Berger. Oh, yeah, where he gets nominated everywhere but misses the Oscar. I don't think BAFTA would... The problem is, I don't think BAFTA would nominate Frankenstein for director. Edward Berger made sense because, well, for one, you know... Conclave won Best Film. It was also a British film, and they've clearly loved Edward Berger before with All Quiet on the Western Front. So, Amy Madigan. Amy Madigan could win. Oh my God, it's Blangy and it's Marick. Can Kreger get DGA? No, I don't think so. Like I said, guys, I do want, like, actually, wait, hold on. I need to put my Ko-Fi. I need to put my Ko-Fi. Yeah, we're still, yeah. Like I said, we're trying to raise, like, around $15 or $20, because some stuff came in the way, and so we needed, yeah. So, yeah, we're just trying to get a little bit, of Ko-Fi support. But if you're not able to do that, if you're not able to do that, that is absolutely fine. But yeah. I also saw a stat that said no Best Actor winner at SAG has won back-to-back SAG awards 1 year after they won. Is it true that, and if so, does this affect Timmy winning at SAG? I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if that's going to work out at the end. But, I mean, we'll have to see. That's why I'm very much keeping an eye out for Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm very much keeping an eye out for him. Oh, well, thank you, Blanky Duck. That's so nice. You're one of the goats, or maybe not a goat, but more like a duck, another farm animal. But yeah. Benicio del Toro is this year's Kyogen. He will leapfrog Penn, just like Kyogen leapfrogged Gleason. The smaller roles win over the larger ones, at least a precursor. I don't know if it's quite like that, but I feel like I think the other thing is that people would be... What the... Oh my God! We got a $5 donation sent in. Thank you so much. I'm not going to say who that is, because that's probably their legal name, and I don't want to dox them. But whoever did that, thank you. Now we just need a little bit, now we need a little bit less. Because it was around like $15 or $20 that we need, so it's probably now like either 10 or 15 that we need. Least Cap says, hello, I'm Christian Hannah. Oh my God. If SAG existed in 1994, Tom Hanks would be back-to-back with SAG winner for Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. Maybe. Oh, it was you, movie guy. Thank you. Oh my God. I gotta say, Ko-Fi is taking bigger and bigger chunks by by the day. It's like, God, it's like they used to not really do that, but nowadays it's just like nowadays it's just like, you know, they're taking a ton of like I was sent $5, but then but because of the Ko-Fi charges, Hannah's numbers are, I gotta wake up, I am shining like I'm born to be. Yeah, I hope I made your ears bleed. Let's see. What's the lines you say at the end of your streams videos? Oh yeah, like I always give like a vague, like a little vague threat for my subscription demands. The chances of In Your Dreams getting a Best Animated Feature of the Globes is 50-50, and I'll tell you why, even if Astra's and Critics' Choice said so. Oh, I'm very curious about this, because I don't understand, I cannot see what else could possibly get in for the Oscar. Not the Oscar, but the Globes, or because like it's just the top 6. It like because no other movie is like liked enough or like realistically gonna be like an Oscar contender for best animated feature. Thoughts on your recent Critics' Choice Award lead actor nomination? Oh yeah, for The Secret Agent. Yeah, I gotta say I'm very humbled over this. Thank you very much to all those who voted for me. And so, yeah. It's funny, like, Wagner Moura doesn't really... It's funny. Wagner Moura does not really look like me. Like, he doesn't really look like me. It's just... Hold on. Let me look at... It's literally only that one image. Or, like, that one era. I haven't seen The Secret Agent, but I was told... that this was like, you know, Wagner Moura's character in the 70s. It's literally only... It's literally only here where he kind of looks like me. It's so weird. It's so funny. It's so funny how, like, he kind of... Like, obviously, I don't have my... Like, if I were... Like, I need to, you know, have my hair be wet and, you know, combed and stuff. But, like, yeah, it's like, it is kind of funny how much he does kind of look like me. Like, wait, I'm trying, okay, so I need, wait. I think this is looking good. Hi, Super Sumerian. Oh wait, you're just talking to each other. Ellie FCA back from lunch. Screenplay next. All right. Like I said, I'll try to get to the. I'll try to talk about the. You know. Like the regional critics and a members only video, which you can become by becoming a member. Which, if you want to become a member for $2 a month, oopsies, let me just take this off. For $2 a month, you get members-only badges, emojis, members-only videos, members-only shoutouts at the end of my videos, and you also get members access to my Discord. All that's going to be a lot of fun, so consider becoming a member. Or if you are a member, consider gifting memberships. That also helps. But yeah. Stavros looks more like you. No, he does. Stavros does not look like me. Like, to me, I feel like, what was it? Like, Jesse Plemons' cousin? I think it's his cousin. Like Jesse Plemons' cousin in the film looks a lot more like me than Stavros. Like, Stavros? Wagner Moura reacts to Wagner Moura, exactly. I think Miles Caton will win Best Young Actor. I agree. Your hair is curlier and fluffier than Wagner Moura, but to be fair, I'm not exactly sure, how, because, like, when it came to that hairstyle, I don't know if that's, like, a specific hairstyle that he has, or if he actually does have wavy hair, or if he actually, I don't know exactly. I do know that I could probably, like, again, if I applied myself, I could probably, you know, make my hair look like his. Long story short, you might be surprised if in your dreams it's this year's Klaus, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, and Nimona at the Globes, all because one particular habit that the Globes has. Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh, in terms of, like, maybe potentially being a winner, because I was about to, like, wait, no, the reviews are not good enough for that, but okay. Because they sometimes snub, like, Netflix films and Best Animated Feature. True, but at the same time, this year is so dead in terms of competition. I genuinely don't know how it couldn't be, like, the top 6. I don't know, what else could possibly get in that's, like, a legitimate contender? When you popped up as the police officer in Begonia, that was one hell of a scene. He doesn't even look like me! The other guy looks like me! No! Oh my god. Could Willem Dafoe rebound for late fame? No, that movie is not even dead. It was never even alive to begin with. Absolutely not. Why do you have Joel Edgerton, original song and adapted screenplay for Train Dreams, only nominations but not Best Picture? This is not this year's Sing Sing. Look, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, because you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm trying to justify some stuff, and I don't know what to do about it. Is it true that you'll shave your head if Emma Stone gets nominated? I read somewhere that you promised that. No, I did not say that. I did not say that at all. Who's saying that? No. I did say that if Amy Madigan gets nominated, I will shave my head. No, it wasn't shaving my head. It was putting a cream pie to my face. Like putting a pie to my face. Like, yeah, if that happens, yeah, but I never say anything about shaving my head. Especially not Emma Stone, because it's like, I've been saying Emma Stone could get nominated. Like, what? They would give it to Golden Globes and PGA. It's likely going to happen. Wait, what are we talking about? Again, maybe, but I don't know for sure. Again, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Okay, if Secret Agent doesn't, like, I'm trying to think, like, because what do I have at the Oscars for Best Picture? Okay, yeah, Testament of Anne Lee. Like, I feel like unless Testament of Anne Lee underperforms, but again, I don't know where it would really underperform, or where it would really matter, because I expected it not to get into Critics' Choice. I'm just expecting it to do well at the Globes and BAFTAs. So that, admittedly, that's kind of why I'm looking at Frankenstein. I'm kind of wondering if Frankenstein could be that film that manages to have some troubles. $400 XP goes hard. What? You should read my last few chats. Look, I'm not gonna be able to get to all of them. I'm sorry. There's just way too many chats happening. Do you follow any experts on Gold Derby? Yes, I follow a lot of them, like Oscar Expert, Brother Bro, Jonathan Fuji, Matt Neglia, Ryan Castleman. A lot. Like, I follow mainly most of the ones you would know. Zoe Rose Bryant, Luke Hearfield. I mean, yeah, I do follow a lot of them. So yeah. Do you think you'll ever rewatch one battle after another? I don't know. I would have to have an interest in rewatching it, but right now I just don't have an itch to rewatch it right now, so probably not. Do you think Benicio del Toro should win supporting actor? See, should, I'm not sure. I mean, I have seen quite a few of the contenders, to be honest, admittedly. Yeah, I have, I guess, out of, the top 5, because I have, Benicio del Toro, because for supporting actor at the Oscars, I have Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn, Stellan Skarsgård, Paul Mescal, and Adam Sandler. I guess and even outside of that 5, I have seen Sinners, which, Miles Caton and Delroy Lindo, and Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein and Train. Really, yeah, I've seen pretty much every one of the major supporting actor contenders except for Paul Mescal for Hamnet. And to be honest, I'm not really in love with a lot of them. I'm not really in love with the competition that we have. In terms of who should win, I don't know. I am very much interested more. I don't know. Maybe Adam Sandler is like, but also like, but then there's also Miles Caton. I really did like his performance. So I don't know. It's not a great year. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a weak year for acting, to be honest. There's not really any picks I'm very passionate over. Dwayne Johnson is the winning lead actor. No, Hannahbot, no. Who is Gregor that couldn't get it, that couldn't get at DGA? I have no idea what you're saying. I'm not. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's being said. Would you rather be Jay Kelly or Ghetto Pat? I have no idea who Ghetto Pat is, but I guess Jay Kelly because he has money and I don't. Eva Victor should be the frontrunner for the first time director at DGA. Maybe, sure. I mean, it's probably like that film's probably the most high profile. Let's see. Ghetto Pat is Leo's character for one battle after another. Oh, okay. So yeah, I would rather be Jay Kelly because again, he has money and I don't. He has a loving daughter and a beautiful home. Well, I mean, yeah, but also technically, you know, technically that's also Jay Kelly. Hey, Hannahcast, how are you doing? I'm doing just fine, Joey. We're doing a stream. I'm hopeful, and you know, we're trying to raise some funds, hopefully for rent. So if you're able, like I said, no pressure, but we're trying to get like around 20 or like 15 or $20 on Ko-Fi. So there is that for rent and stuff. So yeah, let's see. Did you see that Tarantino got into an argument with Paul Dano? I don't know if he got. I don't think he got into an argument with Paul Dano. I think he just said that Paul Dano was was like a really bad actor, and it's like that's not really professional. That's not a really professional thing to do. Don't trash actor. Like don't trash people in the industry that you're in. Just don't do it. That's just or just don't do it. That's no. It's rude and it causes fan wars. It's gonna be like Would you rather be Jay Kelly or Ron Sukanek? I have no idea who Ron Sukanek is. What music is this? You should probably be able to find it in the description, I think. I think it should be in the description. I hope so. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Oops. Yeah, wait, no. I don't have this specific track. This is not Gemini. This is not Gemini's music. Uh-oh. Oopsies. I don't know. I forgot where I got the music. Ooh. Oh, that's not great. Oh, Ron is Adam Sandler's character. Oh, okay. I'd still rather be Jay Kelly because, again, he has a lot of money. What is worse, One Battle or Honora? Easily Honora. One Battle is like mid. Honora is just like annoyingly bad. Great to see your internet works so well today. Thank you. It's still just like a random like Wi-Fi signal we're getting, so we're hoping to try and get internet soon, but eh. Let's be positive. What do you love about one battle after another? Well, I will say the performances are very good. That might be it. I guess like the car chase sequences are very well done. I guess that might be it. So yeah. Chase Infinity or Mikey Madison for lead actress. See, it's weird because it's like, I do prefer Chase Infinity's performance, but she's also not really a lead actress. She's more supporting. I mean, she literally has less screen time than Sean Penn, and he's in supporting. So it's kind of weird that she's in lead actress, but that's not really her fault. That's just like the placement of Warner Brothers. Like, that's Warner Brothers' fault. But Chase Infinity, I do prefer her performance more than Mikey Madison. Do you know the way? You should know the way back to 2016 where that damn meme came from. Your take on No Place Like Home. I have not seen Wicked for Good. I've not really had any, yeah, I can't, I've not seen Wicked for Good. Raising Cane's or Chick-fil-A to eat at? I've never had Raising Cane's or Chick-fil-A. Jay Kelly or One Battle After Another. Oh my god. They're both mid. I don't, oh my god. I don't know. I can't choose. Ugh. Yes, I do consider, and you consider Gladstone lead? Yes, because Lily Gladstone had a lot of good screen time in that film. Like, let me look at this. Hold on. Let me look here. Yeah, like, yeah. Even in terms of the screen time, Lily Gladstone had more screen time than Robert De Niro. Like, was it like? Wait, oops. Let me look at it here. Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio had like, an hour 40, nearly an hour and 50 minutes, and Lily Gladstone is quite a bit ahead of Robert De Niro. Now, I would not be shocked if someone said supporting for Lily Gladstone. That's fine. Yeah, I could understand that, but but for me, it makes a little bit more sense for Lily Gladstone to be a lead more than Leonardo DiCaprio. No, not Leonardo. More than Chase Infinity, I should say. More than Chase Infinity. Wow, 10 years ago. I thought it was only 6 or 7. God! The Color Purple or Wicked Part 1? I think both movies are great, but Wicked Part 1 I think is better. Do you like Dino Nuggets? Who doesn't? I love Dino Nuggets. We need a movie that Onora teams up with SpongeBob and Patrick. Admittedly, I'd be kind of interested to see what that movie would be like. What chicken places are around where you live? I guess where you mean like where chicken is like the main thing. I guess KFC is like the only major one. I guess. I mean, there's obviously places that do have chicken. Why'd you? Okay, no, I did not defend the Carla tweets. Absolutely not. No, no. I know you're trying to make that as a joke, but that could actually spread. People could actually start believing that. Let's not do that. No, let's not do that. Least cap. I don't like that. No. Lily Gladstone might have an Oscar if she went supporting in 2024. That, like, maybe, but also that I think that was like their choice to go lead. And I completely understand that. And again, I probably would consider them the lead of the film. So yeah. Did you know that Endgame came out 6 or 7 years ago? You should know what exact year it came out. I'm sorry, Christian. I know you would never defend Carla. Alright, cool. How could Sentimental Value get 4 acting noms at Critics' Choice, but the committee deem it not worthy of a casting long list? I don't know. Beats me. It's very weird. But to be fair, like, so yeah, I don't know. If one battle after another release 6 or 7, oh my, no, where, no. Thoughts on Marty Supreme? Do you think this could be Timothy's Oscar year? I have not seen Marty Supreme yet. All I will say is I am just from the buzz. It's sounding like you know, Timothy Chalamet could win lead actor, but again, I am still keeping an eye out for Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you think Train Dreams underperformed or overperformed at Critics' Choice? I think it did about as well as it was supposed to go. So one battle after another can get 6 and not 7 acting noms. Oh my god. 6, 7, huh? Would you rather be able to go to Sundance every year of your life or wait 20 years and be able to go to TIFF every year of your life? Probably Sundance, honestly. Even though TIFF is probably more high profile and stuff, if I were able to go to Sundance every year, there's still quite a few gems that can pop up at Sundance. I mean, hell, look at where Train Dreams is right now. And plus, a lot of the pundits that I definitely respect would still be there, and so there's still, there's still some, mingling going on, and it'd be fun. Seeing Pluribus? No, I'm already trying to catch up on movies, and there's already some TV shows that are higher up on my priority list, so probably not. I hope I can go to Sundance and TIFF one day. Same. One battle after another could get 6 SAG nods, or 7 if it gets into stunts. God damn! I hate this. You have to say bye to. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that with my Critics' Choice words. Everyone, do the bye. If you're a member, do the bye emoji in chat. Bye, Avatar. Bye. Because it's like Avatar missing at Critics' Choice. That was bad. That was bad for it. The fact that it only got nominated for visual effects, like that was terrible for the film at Critics' Choice. That was terrible. Any predictions for next month's Sundance? I have no predictions for that. I have no idea what's going on there. Favorite performance in Jay Kelly? Mine was from Jack Goffs. For me, it was Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler was gave the most interesting performance in the film to me. Do you think Secret Agent could get into Best Picture like I'm Still Here got last year? Yup. I think there is absolutely a world where Secret Agent gets in. It just needs to get in at the right places. Because Wagner Moura, he's already kind of locked up for an Oscar nomination. And on top of that, it's like, the problem is it's just so crowded right now. Like, I'm really looking up for Frankenstein and Ann Lee tomorrow. I'm really looking out for those two. Because if both of these like are weak, then yeah, Train Dreams and Secret Agent could probably start getting in. Because I know Frankenstein's gonna do well at the guilds, but I need to see how well it does at the Golden Globes. Because if it misses Best Picture Drama, then I don't think the BAFTAs would do it either. Or at least I don't think they would nominate it for Best Film, and they would probably lightly nominate it. So then it would be in trouble. And same thing with The Testament of Ann Lee. Ann Lee needs that Globe Comedy Musical nomination, and not only that, but I feel like it also probably needs Amanda Seyfried to win lead actress in a comedy or musical. Excuse me. Where, like, so it is tough. It is tough. Scott Mance predicting that Billy Crudup gets a nomination for Jay Kelly over Adam Sandler. Do you agree? No. I don't understand. No. No. And absolutely not. No. What movie are you watching next? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Buy Avatar and Wicked. You're about to get chopped off the Best Picture list at the Oscars. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't see the Golden Globes liking Wicked for Good more than The Testament of Ann Lee. I don't think so. Will we get a Globes nomination or Globes reaction video tomorrow? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You will get that reaction video. That is absolutely coming. Could Accident miss Globe drama but get Globe director? I mean, that's a possibility, but I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't really. Is it a possibility? Well, you know, anything is possible. Do I think it's plausible? No, I don't think it's a plausibility. I think Accident is just not that kind of film that would do badly at the current Globes. Are you cooked? I don't know what you mean by that. How would you rank the 4 original screenplay contenders from most to least likely to win? Oh, wait, 4 original screenplay contenders. I guess Accident, Sinners, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, maybe. Jay Kelly should probably be above Secret Agent and Picture. Nope. Something about the audience scores is really not like sitting well with me. It's like the audience scores for Jay Kelly are not very good at all. And we know, and especially since the Oscars are getting more international, like they're like the international voting bodies don't seem to really like Jay Kelly that much. Could Secret Agent No Other Choice or Ann Lee miss Globe Picture but get Globe Director? I mean, all 3 of those are possibilities, but again, I don't think they are probable. I don't think they are plausibilities. I don't think they're plausible to happen. Why do you have Avatar higher than Wicked? Like, for me, Avatar is more dead than Wicked. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really negligible at that point. It's just kind of like, who cares? They're not really like they're not really in serious contention anymore. Unless Wicked for Good gets the Globe. If Wicked for Good gets the Globe, that's pretty impressive. But like, and then I guess it would need PGA, I guess. But like, I don't know. Lead actress is Buckley versus Byrne. The other categories are wide open. Oh no. No, it's very clearly, it's so very, very, very clear that Jessie Buckley is winning lead actress, like, at the Oscars. It's not even a contest. Byrne's not winning. No. Everyone is saying that this is Jessie Buckley's time. That this is her best performance yet. She's in a very strong Best Picture contender. It's like, no, Byrne's not winning the Oscar over Jessie Buckley. Hell, Jessie Buckley is like the first time anyone's felt confident in an acting win. Like, even with, like, you know, Timothée Chalamet, people are still like, you know, there's still a chance that, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio could take this. Supporting actor and supporting actress, no one really knows what's going on in those categories and who's going to win there. But, like, lead actress is the only acting category where it's, like, so obvious that Jessie Buckley is winning. So, If No Other Choice wins Best Picture Musical or Comedy, what effects will it have on the Oscars? That would mean it would win over One Battle After Another, and I'd be like, oh, well, for one, that would be a great day for me, because One Battle After Another loses an award. But that would be that would be insane. I still don't want to estimate, do you mean underestimate Cameron? Oh, you can underestimate him now. You can. The fact that, no, the Critics' Choice Awards did not like that film. They did not like it. And and I know people are saying, well, it had like a late release and, you know, they didn't get a chance to see it yet. It's like, they saw it enough to give it visual effects, and not only that, Avatar: The Way of Water did this exact same thing with its release. It did the exact same thing with its release, and that film did very well at the Critics' Choice Awards. It got picture, visual effects, director, cinematography, production design, editing. The second film did very well with Critics' Choice Awards nominations, despite having a very similar release thing with, you know, being seen very late in the game and all that stuff. Like, Avatar: The Way of Water did not have any issues. It's just like, for some reason, the third film just might not be as good as the other two. Byrne has the veteran status. Voters can make Buckley wait. And Buckley isn't at this point, like, somewhat of a veteran? Like, Buckley is a previous nominee. What? What prize has Buckley won so far? Hasn't Byrne won a couple? Yes, Byrne has won a couple from the critics groups, but the critics groups aren't everything. No. Like, remember Lily Gladstone was winning all the critics awards, but yet they lost to Emma Stone at the Oscars. So it's like, Do you still think Avatar wins visual effects? Yes, because there's not really any kind of, like, there's no, like, Best Picture contender in visual effects right now. Like, at this point, I have no Best Picture nominees in visual effects right now. So Avatar could still win this. What category is the most unpredictable this year? I guess, like, I guess I'd probably say either supporting actress or supporting actually, maybe supporting actress, because, like, at least with supporting actor, we're starting to see maybe a path for Benicio del Toro, but for supporting actress, it's like, I don't know what's going on there. Sinners is probably getting in visual effects. Nope. No. Sinners is not getting visual effects. Believe you me. No. There's no world. There's no world where Sinners gets into the Oscars for visual effects. No. Yes, the Critics' Choice did it. But guess what? It's the Critics' Choice Awards. They always glaze the Best Picture films in visual effects. Like, you know what else they nominated for visual effects? Here are some other films that they nominated for visual effects. The Substance, did not. Let's see. Yeah, The Substance, Oppenheimer, Black Panther. Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. RRR. They also nominated. What was it? Mank. They nominated Mank for visual effects. They nominated Ford v Ferrari for visual effects. They nominated Mary Poppins Returns for visual effects. Dunkirk, The Shape of Water. Trying to think of what else. I know there's more out there, so ooh. But let's see. Oh yeah, Arrival. It's like the Critics' Choice Awards always nominate Best Picture films in visual effects. They always do it. It doesn't matter. Sinners is not going to get a visual effects nomination. It's not the kind of visual effects film that gets nominated at the Oscars. It's just not. It's just not going to happen. Robert Meyer Burnett also said Avatar Fire and Ash was the most imperfect of the 3 Avatar films, meaning it was his least favorite of the franchise. He said Fire and Ash delivers an incredible experience. Sure, but at the same time, again, the fact that the Critics' Choice Awards snubbed it when the second film had no problem getting in, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Favorite acting performance to not get an Oscar nomination? Okay, that's a very good question. I mean, some of my favorites would include, obviously, and granted, these are more like genre films, but, I think, Jack Nicholson in The Shining was fantastic. I don't think Anthony Perkins got nominated for Psycho, did he? I don't think he got nominated for Psycho. Wait, yeah. Yeah, no, he did not get nominated. Even though, Psycho got nominated for director, supporting actress, production design for Black and White, and best cinematography Black and White. Despite it doing very well there, actually, yeah, Anthony Perkins just did not get an Oscar nomination for Psycho. He was fantastic in that film. There's also Toni Collette for Hereditary. I think James McAvoy was very underrated in Split. That is a performance that could have so gone easily wrong in so many ways where he would just be, really stupid. He could have been really stupid in the role, but he played it in a way where he was legitimately threatening, but then at other points, he's funny, but he's intentionally funny. That is, again, that's a performance that could have gone so wrong so easily. And I feel like he gave the best performance of that year. And there's also Patrick Stewart for Logan. I feel like he should have won Best Supporting Actor. And yet he wasn't even nominated, which is a shame. So yeah. Sinners could win supporting visual effects at VES, or am I exaggerating? You're Frankenstein. Frankenstein is probably going to win VES supporting. I'd probably say that. Unless they somehow put it in, the main category, which would be crazy. But I don't think they're going to... I think they're going to put it in the supporting visual effects category. Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler and Prisoners deserved nominations at the very least. I have not seen Prisoners, but I have seen Nightcrawler. Jake Gyllenhaal was very good in that. Although, to be fair, that year was stacked with competition. I don't really... even some of the performances that did get in, that I wouldn't have nominated, I still can't complain over them, because, they're still very good nominations. I didn't really like American Sniper that much, but... Bradley Cooper was excellent in the film. He was perfect. I don't really have any complaints over him. That was just a really, really tough year. And it's you only have so many nominations and there's so many good performances. So yeah. Let's see, what else? What else? What else is there? Scariest performance you've ever seen. Okay, scariest performance? Okay, it's kind of weird. Okay, it's kind of tricky because it's like, you know, because a lot of what scares me are like monsters and stuff. Like the creatures in, you know, in The Descent really terrified me. But so like, I don't know. Someone that just really, really unsettled me in a film. I was like, ugh. I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to think of some good ones. Like, I do think one that's probably up there might be like Michael Fassbender in 12 Years a Slave. I mean, I mean, god damn, this guy. And then I'm trying to think. But for me, yeah, a lot of what scares me in movies is mainly like either like creatures or just situations in general, but it's not really the performances. So it's tough to say. Are you seeing Avatar: Fire and Ash in 3D? I have no idea because I have no money to. I don't have any. Or at least I don't have any way to go see that right now. If both Ann Lee and Train Dreams misses, and Wicked and Secret Agent gets in, who do you think gets the 10th spot? Oh my god. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just I have. Oh, you're talking about Globes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, cause like. I guess Train Dreams would probably be more likely to get in. But even then, it's also like, I don't think Wicked would get in at the Oscars, I still feel. Will you rank your top 10 movies of the year at the end of 2025? I don't know if it's going to be at the end of 2025 because I will have still need to seen a lot of movies by then. So it'll probably, if I do that video, which I don't even know if it'll actually be like a video, I need to decide on that. But however, it'll be a while. Like I don't like, so yeah. If Avatar doesn't get into Best Picture, what do you think that it could mean for Dune 3? I don't think it has anything to do with Dune 3, because like the Dune movies are just more acclaimed than Avatar, and like sure, Avatar, like Dune 2 didn't get a lot of nominations. But even then, Dune Part 2 still got nominated for more Oscars than Avatar: Fire and Ash. So there is that. Plus, at the very least, when it came to, you know, when it came to director and screenplay, with Dune Part 2, it didn't get nominated for director and screenplay, but it had better precursors than Avatar 2, because hell, at least, you know, Dune Part 2 was getting nominated for some screenplay awards, like it got Critics' Choice and Writers Guild. And in terms of director, it got in at the Critics' Choice Awards and BAFTA, so there's that. Avatar 3 will be the 7th James Cameron film to win Best Visual Effects, and deservedly so. His movies look amazing. Which film are you excited to see next year? Well, there's definitely some that I'm excited. My most anticipated film for next year is The Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan. Really excited for that. I'm also really excited for Dune Part 3. I'm also very excited for Greta Gerwig's Narnia. Steven Spielberg's UFO movie. It might be called The Dish, but I'm not sure. Trying to think of what else is coming out next year. I'm also very excited for Supergirl and Clayface. Really excited for those movies. I'm interested to see how Avengers Doomsday is going to turn out. Although it's not really like, although admittedly it's not really, you know, like Marvel's not in a great space right now, and especially in terms of like the lead up to Doomsday has been kind of strange. What are your thoughts on Netflix buying Warner Brothers? I don't know. I still need time to process it. It shouldn't happen. I don't want it to happen. But at the same time, I don't want Paramount to get it because socially that's going to be even worse. But the problem is, like, should the government come in and stop Netflix from buying Warner Brothers? Yes. But the problem is, considering the Ellisons have very close ties to Trump, you know, they're not like the Trump administration would not show the same kind of, you know, aggressiveness when in trying to stop Paramount from buying Warner Brothers. Ideally, Warner Brothers should be left alone, but we know that's not going to happen. There's going to be a sale. But so either way, it's bad. It's bad for theaters and movies if Netflix buys them, but socially it's going to be way worse if the Ellisons have that much control over media, where they're owning every Warner Brothers, you know, film, television, and news asset, every Paramount film, television, and news asset, as well as owning potentially owning TikTok, and having having ties to the current administration and the Saudi government. It would be really bad. It would be a really bad spiral we'd be going into in terms of like how much control over news and media like a single family of billionaires has. That just sounds very bad to me, and I don't want the Ellisons to do that. I don't want the Ellisons to get that. But at the same time, I don't want Netflix to get it. But like, if it has to be between Netflix and Paramount, I guess I'd rather it be Netflix. Because, yeah, that sucks, and it's going to be really bad for theaters. But looking beyond just the movie scope, it's like, optically, that's going to be, it would, like not just optically, not optically, but like, socially, it would be so horrible. It would be really, really bad if the Ellisons and Paramount got a hold of Warner Brothers. It's bad either way, but I feel like Netflix is the lesser of two evils in a way. Now, if there was a way for Comcast to come in, alright, that'd be a little bit better. But I don't think they're really it feels like they're kind of irrelevant at the moment. James Cameron, Alfonso Cuarón, and Sean Baker are currently the only people to have won Oscars for directing and editing the same film. Cuarón is also the only one to win for directing and, I'm assuming you mean cinematography. Yeah. I thought it was just Warner Brothers Media is streaming on Netflix. No, the whole thing would be that if that Netflix is trying to buy Warner Brothers. So, yeah. This winter, we're getting trailers for Supergirl, Doomsday, Spielberg's UFO movie, The Odyssey, and more. What trailer are you looking forward to the most? even though I'm the most excited to see the Odyssey, we have gotten a teaser for that. We did get a teaser for that, so I'm not as interested. I'm just kind of looking forward to the movie now. I guess maybe like Supergirl. I really want to know what the tone of that movie is going to be like. Spielberg's UFO movie. I'm more excited for the film itself, and then there's Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, where like that's going to be interesting because again, like the road to Doomsday and Secret Wars has not really been as smooth as the road to, Endgame and Infinity War. So I don't know. They said that Warner Brothers films would still have a normal theatrical release. Yes, but that's for the films that they already have contracted. Here's the thing. There are a lot of Warner Brothers movies that are currently in production or in post-production that are already like legally obligated to be shown exclusively in theaters for a certain amount of time. But make no mistake about it, by the time that goes away, Netflix, by the time those movies have all come out and stuff, like, Netflix is gonna not want to put movies in theaters anymore. So, again, that's bad. And again, do not get me wrong. Netflix buying Warner Brothers is bad. It's bad for the industry. It's really bad for the industry. But I feel like the bigger picture would be worse. In terms of the bigger picture, things would get worse if Paramount owned Warner Brothers. In the best world, Warner Brothers would not be selling to anyone because we don't need more corporate mergers. All corporate mergers do is just lay off a bunch of workers and there's less product and prices only go up. So yeah, I don't know. Could the Michael Jackson movie be an award contender next year? I mean, sure. Do I think it will? No. Because I've already said Antoine Fuqua is not an awards director. He's not an awards director. His movies just don't get nominated for... He's never had a film that got close to Best Picture. That's just not, like... But yeah. Why is Netflix against theatrical releases? Because they hate money. Like, it's so weird. Netflix is still losing money, and they still don't realize that, they still don't realize that theatrical releases are better for movies. It's so weird. Could Netflix fire James Gunn? I mean, they could, but that'd be kind of dumb. If anything, I think the more likely scenario would be like once James Gunn, if this goes through and Netflix just does not want to make, movies go to theaters anymore. I feel like the more likely option would be once James Gunn's contract runs out, he leaves. I think that'd be more likely for him. And then, someone else at another studio is going to be like, hey, come over here. We'll let you have theatrical releases for your films. Sarando said he's going to shrink theatrical windows, further conditioning audiences to wait for movies at home and killing the movie theater industry. Exactly. Again, it's a monopoly thing. He wants to be king of the streaming world, and again, it's evil. It's evil. But, it's just... Again, no matter what happens, we lose. It's just, I think we lose more in the grander scheme of things with Paramount. Will HBO and Netflix combined? I mean, if this goes through, yeah, probably. Why do Netflix still use the term screenplay? If it's of a TV film, it has a teleplay. I don't know. It's maybe because they'll show maybe because like for some of their films they get like limited theatrical windows. I don't know how it works. It's really kind of semantics at that point. I don't know. What sucks the most about these corporate mergers are the jobs that are lost and the employees' livelihoods that are affected. Exactly. I hate these corporate mergers really should not happen. And again, it's just tough because it's like, ideally, yes, it would be good if the U.S. government stepped in and stopped the Warner Brothers Netflix merger from happening. But again, because the Ellisons have such close ties to Trump, they're probably not going to be as strict and they're on them. They would probably be a lot more lenient to the Ellisons. And again, that's what's bad about having those kind of close ties to the presidency if you're a big corporation. I don't like it. I don't like it when politics start to mingle in with big business. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just evil. Mm. Hey, let's go. I'm as happy as I can be. Wait. I don't know. I don't know what reference that is. I'm sorry. Like I said, guys, if you want to support me on Ko-Fi, go to ko-fi.com/ChristianHannah. We're still trying to raise like $15 or so, perhaps, for, probably more like $15 or $20, because again, I'm trying to calculate for the the Ko-Fi fees, so it's probably going to be like maybe still to like 20, somewhere between $15 and $20 on Ko-Fi. If you're able to send that our way, that'd be really helpful. We're trying to pay rent, and the clock's ticking. We have only till like the 10th. Well, technically the 9th is the last day before there's a penalty. So if you're able to help us, please help us. Oh, My Neighbor Totoro. Oh, I've never seen My Neighbor Totoro. I've not seen that film yet. Hey, Hannahcast, it's Morbin time. Morbius. It's Michael Morbius. Trying to think of like any other changes I made to my Globes predictions. Ah, man, this thing's taking forever. Whew. I did also put Surratt in score. I did put Surratt in score because that's making the rounds a bit. I'm kind of wondering, I wonder if that's happening. Would you rather have a pet pig or a pet monkey and they... Wait, would you rather have a pet pig or pet monkey and they have to live inside the house and access to every room? I guess a pig, because a pig is just kind of like, it's kind of like a dog. Whereas a monkey is a little bit more unpredictable. And plus, monkey is very interesting, because it depends on, what kind of monkey are you talking about. Are you talking about, a little, it would definitely depend on, it would definitely depend on the monkey. If you're talking about, a little, a capuchin monkey... Alright, that's still a bit of a handful, but they're also very fast. But if you're trying to use monkey in terms of a chimp, then absolutely not, because chimps are horrifying creatures. Have you ever played the original Lego Star Wars? No, I have not. We live in a world where The Rock is a contender for something. I mean, hey. I thought he was good in The Smashing Machine. I thought he was very good. I don't know if I would nominate him for an Oscar, but it's eh. Could Begonia be like an Eternal Sunshine at the Oscars? No, I don't think so, because the thing is, Eternal Sunshine at the Spotless Mind, that didn't get into Best Picture, sure, but it absolutely would have been in Best Picture if there were 10 nominees. It would absolutely do that. So I don't know. It's kind of tough. Did Sinners get submitted for box office achievement by Warner Brothers? Doesn't the studio have to submit it to be nominated? I don't think we know. I don't think anybody really knows right now, so I'm not sure. What is with the Bone song? Why are you doing the Bone song? What? There's bones. Knee bone's connected to the thigh bone. The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone. What? What? If Golden wins the Globes best song, do you think it will win for the Oscars? Maybe. I guess maybe. But it'd be just strange for that to happen. Because, I just feel like Sinners, I Lied to You is just more likely to happen. So, yeah. Have you seen A History of Violence? I have not seen A History of Violence. What the? Wait, Wagner Mora? What the? Wait, what? What in the world? Wait, who? What in the world is what? Wait, is this a new one? Is this a new? Wait, is this actually a new donation, or is it like? I hope it's a new one, and it's not like, you know. It would suck. It would suck if that notification. Yo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Wagner Mora. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. Could K-pop do a Lego movie and get song, but not best animated film? Not gonna lie, I'd be but then actually, I don't think that's gonna happen, because it's like, you know, because I think the problem is that, like, that film is like this year is so weak for best animated feature, to where it's like, I just don't think it's good. I don't. It would be insane. It would be actually insane if that film missed. But oh my god, like, let me. Holy crap, Lois. Still, that might actually have saved us with Rent. That might actually, maybe that saved us. I need to make sure about that. I just need to completely make sure. Does Grande still have a chance at the Oscars? Critics' Choice is the only award show that is 97% gonna give it to her. I don't know about 97%. Again, it depends on like where things kind of go. I'm not sure where award season is. I'm not really sure where supporting actress is going, because it's kind of unpredictable at this point. What movies from this year, besides One Battle After Another, do you think is overrated? Jay Kelly, I think, is overrated. Let me look at what else could possibly, like, I need to look at some of the other films that were. Are we back? Are we back? Man, I lost all my viewers. Yeah, so apparently the stream crashed. Like literally my browser crashed and OBS crashed. I don't know why my computer keeps crashing. It's so I hate this thing so much. And apparently, like, Opera's frozen again. It's fucking frozen again. These good for nothing stupid browsers can't work like they're supposed to. Oh my god, and none of the comments are. Oh my fucking god. Why?